Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into a story that, honestly, completely shook the internet. We're looking at the life, the meteoric rise, and the deeply emotional legacy of an absolute icon, Technoblade. It's a story of incredible digital talent, sure, but ultimately it's about profound human resilience. His final message, titled "So Long, Nerds," absolutely broke hearts all over the globe, but man, did it cement a legacy that we are literally never going to forget. Okay, so let's dive right into this. To really understand the sheer weight of this story, we have to start with this exact quote. "If I had another 100 lives, I think I would choose to be Technoblade again." Just wow. It is such a profound final statement. Hearing those words instantly sets the emotional tone for everything we're about to talk about today. You've got this young guy looking back on his journey with total gratitude, zero regrets, and just this immense love for the community he built.
Section 1. Who was Technoblade? So behind the famous, totally faceless avatar of a pig wearing a crown, there was a real person. His name was Alex. And for years, he kept his real identity completely hidden. He just let his gameplay and his razor-sharp wit do all the talking. And honestly, they spoke incredibly loud. Technoblade reached a staggering 17 million subscribers. 17 million people. Just let that sink in for a second. That is the population of a small country. Through his absolute dominance in Minecraft PvP, which stands for player versus player, and his massive presence on servers like Hypixel and the Dream SMP, Alex didn't just build an audience, he became the single most respected player in Minecraft history.
And this brilliantly illustrates the wild duality he had going on. On one side, you have the in-game mythos. Fans literally called him the Blood God, right? He was the guy who just never loses. He had these legendary, untouchable PvP skills that legitimately terrified his opponents. But then on the flip side, you have Alex, the actual creator. The guy behind the keyboard was so humble, devastatingly funny, and he just never, ever took himself too seriously. That perfect contrast, that's exactly why everybody loved him. To really grasp the full picture of this explainer, let's just briefly map out his timeline. We're going to trace his path from way back in 2013 when he first started uploading. Then we'll see this explosive transition into a superstar all the way up to August 2021 when he faced his ultimate trial, a devastating cancer diagnosis. From there, we'll cover his brave fight through 2021 and 2022, culminating in that heartbreaking final video on June 30th, 2022. It's an intense timeline, you guys. A whole lot of life lived in a very short amount of time. Section 2. The Rise to Glory from 2013 to 2021. Man, during this era, Technoblade was just an absolute force of nature. His energy, his skill, his pure entertainment value, everything was just firing on all cylinders. So how did he actually build that crazy mythos? Well, he started out by just uploading these super funny Minecraft videos. But then he started pulling off absolute feats of dominance. Like, he completely took over Minecraft Mondays. He would do these insane 1 versus 100 player challenges and actually win. He famously took down Dream, another absolute titan of the game, in this highly anticipated PvP duel. Plus, he won the prestigious Minecraft Championships, or MCC. These epic achievements are exactly why the fans worshipped him. He was literally a strategic genius, just masquerading as a joking pig. Section 3. The Ultimate Fight. Now, this is where the story takes a really serious turn. The whole tone of his channel, and honestly the lives of millions of his fans, were forever changed in August 2021. He uploaded this video with the most unassuming title ever, Technoblade News. And in it, our faceless king delivered a total shock to an audience of about 10 million people at the time. He just came out and said, "I have cancer, sarcoma in my right arm." Just like that, the entire trajectory of his life and his community shifted completely. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how he actually chose to handle this terrifying news. He didn't lose his spirit. Actually, he joked about it. He told his audience, "I'm positive the cancer is going to win, but I'm also positive I'm going to fight it." Like, even staring down his own mortality and this devastating diagnosis, he leaned right back into his trademark humor and bravery. He was literally the one comforting his audience, even though he was the one living through the nightmare. And fight it, he did. For a whole year, he fought relentlessly. He started this grueling chemotherapy, but incredibly, he just kept uploading. He was literally gaming right between his hospital visits. And the internet, they rallied behind him like we have never seen before, kicking off this massive global movement, #TechnoSupport. But despite his unbelievable willpower and having millions of people in his corner, the cancer began to spread. Section 4. Technoblade never dies.
Which brings us to the tragic, but honestly incredibly powerful climax of his story. This is the moment that locked in his legacy forever and gave the internet a rallying cry that goes way, way beyond Minecraft. On June 30th, 2022, a new video popped up on his channel. The title was just Classic Technoblade. So long, nerds. But Alex didn't upload it. His dad did. This was a video Techno recorded right before he passed away, and he asked his father to share it with the world when he was gone. The opening of that video was just so raw and yet so uniquely him. He started right off by saying, "Hello everyone, Technoblade here. If you're watching this, I am dead." He then went on to thank every single one of his fans for supporting him over the years, and wrapped it up with that legendary sign-off, "So long, nerds." Up until the very last second, he kept his agency, his totally blunt humor, and this fierce love for his community.
So the crucial point here, and the true tragedy of all this, is that Alex was only 23 years old. 23. He literally had his entire life ahead of him. To face the end at such a young age, and to do it with that kind of grace and consideration for the people watching him on a screen, I mean, that struck a chord with millions of people all over the world, whether they even played video games or not. That heartbreaking news triggered an absolutely unprecedented global reaction. And why did the whole world cry? Because he was so young, he was exceptionally brave, and he was just deeply, deeply loved. The tributes were massive. Mojang, the actual creators of Minecraft, officially added his signature pig crown right onto the game's launcher. The Hypixel server built this beautiful permanent memorial statue in-game. And basically every major creator on the platform, from Dream to MrBeast, posted these global tributes. It really visually represents just the incredible scale of his impact on internet culture. And you know what? That impact absolutely has not faded. At the very end of his final video, there was a message that simply read, "Technoblade never dies." And his community, they have made absolutely sure of it. Even to this very day, if you go to his channel, fans are still flooding his comment section with this exact phrase, "The king is gone, but never forgotten." They are making sure his legacy stays permanent in the digital world that he helped build. We've looked at the staggering numbers, the legendary gameplay, the brilliant humor, and of course, the tragedy. But zooming out from all of that, Technoblade showed all of us how to face unimaginable adversity and even our final moments with absolute bravery, unyielding humor, and deep gratitude. He made the absolute most of the time he had. So, as we wrap up this explainer today, I want to leave you with this one thought to reflect on. How will you choose to spend your one life?